It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hi, guys. Back here. A few of my favorite 90 Day Fiancé. I'm trying a new thing where I'm streaming to a monitor in front of me, or I'm displaying it on the monitor in front of me. I'm like tech savvy. But if there is a delay, just let me know and I'll fix it. Okay. With that, guys, we're back to talk about 90 Day with our favorite one Visa rep and Kempire himself. Kempire, by the way, I'm watching grow so fast. I'm so proud to bring him up.
Hey. Thank
Hi,
you.
guys.
Hey.
There is a little. There's not a delay. There's a little bit of like you're coming up blurry. So
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I was the only one.
Yeah, when I was backstage, I could hear both of you with no delay. But when you came live, you were a little blurry.
Oh, let me try just turning it off then. Is that better?
Yes. Yeah, I think yeah.
Much better?
Yes.
Okay. All right. As you come into the room, go ahead and smash that button. I believe it's better. Hopefully, I turned off the other thing, so I'll just get it situated. It's okay. Are you there?
Yeah.
I think really is a delay. Let me see. Screen mirror.
Bear with us, everyone.
Yeah.
Meantime, go smash the like button.
Well, this is a perfect show to have technical issues because they're having production issues. This season has. I'm just saying, this season has been so horrendous. Miriam, what are your thoughts on that?
I totally agree. I wish they would, they would just stop once they get married, just to stay true to the title of the show, 90 Day Fiancé, because I feel like everything is is going south.
Yeah.
After they get married. It's like they are milking the story or making up stuff, which is looking disingenuous. I wish they would stop at the premise of like, okay, they came here or you went there. And then just do like, where are they now?
Well, they do all kinds of spillover. There we go, of different things in regards to 90 Day. So it's no surprise to me that they try to do that with Happily Ever After, but it's just not doing it for me this season.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, and I also have to say, there were so many things that I caught on production. Oh, I got rid of it. Thank God.
Yeah.
Is it gone?
Cheers. Turkish coffee cheers.
Cheers. Okay. So, but there were so many things that I caught on production yesterday. One was, it was Mike and Natalie when she was in the car, and it said something about something love on her mask. It was upside down, and they had her turn it around, and they started filming her again. And then another one was when Tiffany and Ronald, when she was talking to Ronald's mom, there was like a whisker here, and they caught that too. Did you guys see that?
No, I did not even notice that.
Yes. I saw the Tiffany thing. Natalie, I don't even look at the screen when I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay. Real or fiction, I haven't been here in a while. It's awesome to see how you are doing so well, Adam. You're going to do great things. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, guys, I say we start with our first person that, of course, I made the thumbnail about, and it's Kempire and K1 Visa Rep's favorite.
Oh.
Angela Deem. Okay, so we've heard that Angela Deem has filed for divorce and now she's moving forward. Now somebody else has said that she is allegedly dating somebody within the States. I'm going to ask you guys, fact or fiction?
Who is shocked? I think everything about her life is fiction.
Oh.
Yeah, no, she truly has her daughters, but she's been trying to be on TV for such a long time, which I discovered recently that she was on the Maury show.
Okay, come on. Let's be fair to Angela. There are a lot of people that have been on the Maury show or that have been on television before. That doesn't mean that they've been trying to be on television. She just wanted to know who her baby's father was.
Oh,
Okay, if you're buying any
Okay,
of that and then you're
Campfire.
telling us not to
Okay.
buy it, come on.
I know you love her, but I know there's a lot of people like Angela. They want to be on TV and they try for a long time. It's not shameful, but I feel like everything that she's been doing, like the way she treat the premise of her marriage from the day one, it was obvious it wasn't going to work out. And I know you're going to say, she really have a baby? Well, she promised Michael, and Michael, delusional, just like Angela, believed it, and now she has other priorities. She
Miriam
wants
is not going to let this
out.
baby thing go, by the way.
No.
She's never going to let this go.
I won't no, because I feel like that was the first lie. I feel like it's a big lie. I'm not against her improving her appearance. If I had the guts, I would do the same, to be honest with you. But
Improve what?
I was about to say improve what?
Improve what? Oh, thank you, guys. Oh my God.
And actually, I was sitting there watching the show with my mom yesterday because she was in town while Jason and I were in Utah, and she was watching my dog. So last night I said, Mom, let's watch 90 Day. And she said, how old is Angela? And I spit out a number. I was very wrong on that number. No disrespect. And I come to find out she is a year older than my mom. They look like two totally different people.
Yeah.
No shade, but two totally different people. My mom,
remember, she's
like, Mom, you look like you're 40. This is... Yes.
Yeah. Listen, I'll be 50 in September. I will be 50 in September, but I don't smoke and I rarely drink. So
yeah,
that affects on the skin and this and that and what you eat. But
and being hateful.
I think Angela, her problem surpasses that. I think she, especially now when she became a fan favorite, or at least a producer's dream. Let's agree on that. It went up into her head. And even the way she's coming off at Michael, it's like, oh, I'm American. Yeah, if you're free, it doesn't depend which nationality you have or you're from. The way she talks to him, she doesn't accept him talking to her, but she talks to him in the same breath. It's like, it's too much. It's too much.
Well, do you think it's appropriate that Michael is trying to get a hold of her and he keeps continuously blowing up Skyla's phone?
Yes.
Is that appropriate?
Yes. Yes. If I want to talk with someone and I feel like I wronged them or I missed them or I know they blocked me, I will try to move mountains and everything to try to get to that person, at least send them a message. Because most of the time when we hurt people, it's really unintentional, at least from my side. If I had hurt or said something that rubbed someone wrong, I would love to be given the opportunity to defend myself, let alone if it's my partner or my significant other, like Michael's, of course. Because if he doesn't try, she will say, oh, he's not even trying to reach me out through Skylar, you know?
You know, to be fair, Kempire, do you think it's appropriate?
Look, I don't think he can win. No matter what he does, she's going to be upset.
I was going to say the same thing. I feel like, honestly, you know, we've talked about this, especially with Miriam. Sometimes it's just lost in translation when you come from two totally different cultures. And I think that happens a lot with this couple, but it's not only lost in translation. There is not allowed to be any translation coming from Michael's side. Michael was just trying to have a conversation with Angela. And he's like, you know, for me, I need space, meaning I need you to just like back up for a second. I don't have to answer on the first half ring. There's certain things that are expected of him that he feels like, okay, you know, give me my space a little bit. And she was not having it. She's like, space? You need space? I was like, oh my gosh.
Speaking of translation, remember when they had that interpreter and what she did? Like, she would be a nightmare to interpret for. Like, I'm so glad I never took a job that had Angela in it.
But I do kind of agree with Miriam, though. I feel like Angela has become one of the fan favorites, whether they like her or they love to hate her. She's become a fan favorite on the show. So it's almost like that comfortability of like just knowing her reactions are so big and people are watching for those reactions. So I think they're almost induced in a way, and they get bigger and bigger because she knows she has an audience, and that's why she has her audience. If she was boring, she'd be cut from the show like, I don't know, Paola or something.
Shouldn't they be cut already after they got married?
What?
it's not more 90 Day Fiance. They're husband and wife.
Right. Well, it's they're husband and wife, but they're on happily ever after. So technically,
Unhappily.
okay.
That's another show.
All right. Well, guys, as you come in the room, go ahead, smash that like button. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties at first. I got really excited because I had a monitor in front of me. Thank you, Jason. Love you. I'm just kidding.
Is a keeper.
Jason actually he's working, and I asked him to come help me really quick to turn on the monitor, and whatever. I guess we should have done. This is trial and error. But we're going to move on to the next couple because this couple, they're finally moving off the farm. And how exciting is that? They're moving off the farm. These two aren't happy, but they're moving off the farm. Were we here for it?
I don't look. I'm glad it was only. I think it was just one scene we got with them, right? One or two scenes. That's all we needed, and we don't need them to ever come back on this show. Look, this whole storyline this season with them, I didn't even want them to come on to Happily Ever After because I felt like they started out really, really good on a 90 Day Fiance, and it's just gotten boring and more boring.
But they've had a few storylines. They have her fighting with his friend, the girl. They have her trying to find a job. They have her wanting to get off the farm. They have Brandon being stuck in the middle of the parents. What more do you want from them?
Adam, you are a producer's dream because he's like, yes, Kempire. What else do you want from us?
Yes.
I want them off the show because this whole
Kempire show.
This whole situation in regards to them. Oh, we signed a lease and didn't tell them, and that's going to be the big surprise. Even the parents didn't give us what we needed in regards to their reaction.
Well, but the parents, though, to be honest with you, when I first moved out, I think I was 17, and I don't know how in Tennessee, I guess you're able to do this, but I signed a lease on an apartment, and I was just about to turn 18, and my parents were like packing my bags for me. I'm like, yes, it's great. I mean, it was a crap hole, and they're like, no, it's great, son. You're going to love it. Get out. Go ahead. Go be on your own. Where his parents are like, oh, this is small. You have no windows. You don't have a view. You could be living on the farm. It's like you have to let them grow up. You can't keep them on the farm. If you want to keep them on the farm, you know what's cheap? And they're really, really nice. And my family's lived in a few of them. Manufactured homes. Buy a manufactured home, stick it on the farm, and then that will solve your problem.
Genius.
What's that?
A manufactured home?
Yes.
It's like a home that they build both halves of it, and then they take it on a big semi and they drop it off, and then they almost like put it together. I'm going to say like they glue it together, but they don't. They put it together and the insides look like a beautifully redone, like brand new, something out of a magazine sort of house. They have like big, beautiful bathtubs. It's crazy.
I thought you were just being fancy for it, like trailer home. That's what I thought you were.
No, I mean, technically people call them trailers, but they're not. It's not a trailer.
It is. It's a prefabricated home. And these homes, usually you can bring them wherever you move. So once it's there and they decide to move out of state, they can bring the home.
Yeah, but it's not like a trailer that I can't hook it to the back of my GMC, and I don't have a GMC, but I can't hook it to the back of my GMC and just go down the road and be like, okay, I'm taking my manufactured home. That's not how it works.
I think the parents are more upset that they don't have free help on the farm anymore.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know what? Let me tell you something. As much as our children might help us, they create more work. No, it doesn't matter what age they're at. And we can agree that she's not the most mature person, the daughter-in-law. I understand the parents, like, listen, I'm guilty as charged. Yesterday, I was trying to convince my son, why do you need to go to the dorms at all? Like, get a car, I'll do your lawn. Yes,
oh my gosh, you are them.
I am them. And, you know, and maybe if they change the title of the show unto Unhappily Ever After or Happily Ever After, ? Because did you guys notice everybody in these shows, they are extremely unhappy.
Well, it is technically Happily Ever After ? But it's just accompanied by an exclamation point.
Then, okay, they're good then.
So it's like a question and a statement.
Yes, but I feel like it's done. it entices you to watch, to see, are they going to be accepted to come to the United States? Will she move to Ethiopia, let's say? Will she move to Lebanon, like the case of, what's her name? And that Syrian doctor. Yeah. I love their story. You know, it feels like you just want to see them together. And after that, it becomes, we're watching married life problems.
But do you think that the parents are right? Because the dad is starting to get a little, excuse me, but a little pissed off. And he's like, I feel like Julia is causing this rift between us and our son, Brandon.
I agree.
But you agree?
I agree. She's causing, but she doesn't know. She will get what she's ripping, because they have to pay for everything right now, unless Brandon gets money from under the table from his parents or his mom. They really cannot technically afford to be on their own, period. And this life that she envisioned that she was going to live here, city life, doesn't exist, or at least is not attainable for them now, I think.
She thought she was going to Miami.
No. Yes, or like that's true. Or but at 27, 28, do you want your kids still living at home?
To be honest with you, I feel like after COVID, a lot of people came back home. I feel like we are social, but we're not connected. And I really, truly feel if we go back to basics, where families stay around each other, they stop becoming strangers. Because if you live with your parents, you move out, you change. Then when you come to visit, you're a different person. You are only related by blood. So I feel like there's nothing wrong as long as they have their separate compartment, like department at the house or area, like their own kitchen, their own bathroom. I think it's all good, and it's for their benefit in the long run.
I think this is a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Because my sister left and she moved to Georgia, and her accent, I talked to her today and I said, hey, sister, how are you? I'm really good. I'm doing great. And again, it goes back to the Southern accent, which I love a Southern accent. I just didn't love it on me. Her accent is so thick now, and I don't remember her being that way. And if we all get together, it's literally every time we get together, now we have a rule, and we follow Southern Charm. We follow the Southern Charm rule, where fish and house guests stink after 3 days. We can't do more than 3 days, or somebody's getting thrown off of a balcony, somebody's getting punched. It's like, it's a violent, like, big brawl in our family. So I don't think that would necessarily apply to my family, but I see what you're saying.
Well, you have a big family, Adam.
That's true.
I know this is not 90 Day Fiancé related, but it is family related. How was the family reunion in Utah, and did you run into Jen Shaw?
We did not run into Jen Shaw, no, but we did sit on the plane next to the most random person ever. Oh my gosh, Madison, is it LaCroix?
Yeah.
LaCroix? Mm-hmm. We were on the plane with Madison, and we were actually sitting at
A-Rod Madison?
Yes, A-Rod Madison. She was there with her new boyfriend. He was going to Newark, and she was going to Fort Lauderdale, and she was on the same plane. And then I was looking at her stories after, and she's like, F you, JetBlue, because they messed up her connecting flight. She was pissed. But I saw her, and I was about to go up to her and be like, hey, can I steal an interview with you? But I was so tired by the end of it. I was like, I'm not going up to her. I'm not going to look like a fan, because I'm not a fan.
Would have given
the shade.
I mean, I'm not a fan, so I didn't want to go up and be like, oh my gosh, Madison, I watch you on TV. Yeah, I've seen her on TV, but it's not like if it was Jen Shaw, I'd be like, girl, tell me about the indictments.
And she probably wouldn't have been even interested, Madison, just because she was so pissed off at JetBlue.
Well, she wasn't pissed off before we got to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay.
She was pissed off after we got to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yes.
God.
Yes. And I was also laughing because she posted a thing on her stories about drinking. I know this is off topic, guys. We're talking in circles, but we'll get back on it. Okay. She posted a thing on her stories that said, this is what it's like when you take a break from drinking and you get to cleanse your mind and your soul. And I'm looking over while she's posting it, and I'm like,
I'm giving this side down.
Are you
about girl, you have a mimosa in your hand right now. Like, not being shady, like it's a mimosa. It's not like she's kicking back hard liquor, but I'm like, hello.
This is juicy.
She is crazy.
But anyway, getting back to the family reunion was
she became
good.
a celebrity. She ruined a relationship that everybody was rooting.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
but
on
now we
now.
have Jennifer back. Who needs
I don't
J
need
Rod
Jennifer
when we
back.
have Jennifer?
I really liked Jennifer and A-Rod together. I really did.
Yeah, me too. But Jennifer wasn't the one who slid into Madison's DMs.
Yeah.
She slid into Ben's very quickly, though. Anyways,
Okay,
we're
well,
getting
talking
sidetracked.
about,
Okay.
I want to talk about another person sliding through life, so to speak. And I'm not talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac slithering dance. I'm talking about K1 Visa Rep's favorite man from 90 Day Fiance.
Oh.
That's Layla. Talk about some cultural differences, and they're from the same culture. He wants a little football team. He wants 7 kids.
Wow.
She doesn't want to grow up poor. She made it known. She said, "I am not a rabbit." I love that. But what is it? Is this couple going to last? I feel like we've talked about this, and I see like it breaks her heart because I feel like she's trying so hard to make her family proud and happy and stay with this man. And she looks at him and she's like, "You're just like a big man child. So if I leave you, what are you going to do? How are you going to survive? I'm just kind of screwing you over." And that's like a big burden that she has on her.
I originally was Team Kalani and figuring that eventually she would leave this man. But no, she will be with this man for the rest of her life.
I agree.
And she'll be very unhappy because she married a man boy, but she will be with him. And she probably will give him that other baby and probably 4 more.
Yes, I agree completely with what he said, because here's the thing. For her to be that miserable and she's not doing anything to change her situation, she is kind of bringing that to her own. It's like the woman that's unhappily married and keeps crying and never gets out because she gets comfortable in an uncomfortable situation.
But
So
this isn't like an Erica Girardi situation where you're like can get out and you don't want to because of wealth, and you're like, "Oh, I have all of this money. Like, why would I leave this relationship?"
Oh,
This is an actual family dynamic where she's probably thinking about her boys and like, "Well, if I do get out of this, then I have them to think about."
Erica was in that marriage because she was getting the bag, the jet, and the lamb. Period. And
Well,
for
apparently
her,
the jet was not theirs.
well, but it was accessible. So she was living the life and she was uninterested at best to know where their money was coming from. So I feel like that woman, she needs to get a grip, and she's collecting the plants she seeded. And
Wait a minute.
Kalani,
I have to ask you real quick. If
Yeah.
you had a husband who was a high power attorney and you're getting millions of dollars coming in and you're flying private and he's a little dismissive, are you asking him where he gets his money?
I will tell you what I would have done. I would have been putting money aside and planning my exit.
What, you're just like funneling money off to the side out of his
Not
account?
fun, no. As a wife, I am always interested. I want to know, first of all, that the money is legit, where the money is coming from. All this money, what do you do? Can I work with you? This would be my first innocent ask. And then just to look the other side doesn't make you innocent. She looked because she was enjoying the life. Let's face it. And she was blasting it and busting it like in our faces. And literally everything she was showing us. She was patting everything. She was on Instagram doing like, this is what I feel about Erica. And I would, listen, if money insecurity was something that would keep me married, I would be married till this day. Because when I filed for divorce, I didn't have a part-time job. I was doing those jobs that one day I have, 10 days I don't, like freelancing, like being a substitute teacher. So of course, my ex-husband wasn't as rich and powerful like hers. But if you do like a project, at least like, it's not in the amount, but in the intensity, yeah, he was dismissive. He was this, he was that. I was prepping myself to get out. Like whenever, if I go to a grocery store, they would I'm returning something, they would give me $5 cash. I would put that in a bag, in the money in a bag for myself.
Okay.
That's what I've been doing. Yes, because I saw that coming. And she was defending this man with tooth and her fake nails.
Okay.
She
All right. Well,
So
let's get back to Suelu really quick. You're passionate. Kempire, dear Dana, by the way, I was not making fun of a Georgia accent by any means. I just still maintain that I did not do well with my Southern accent because I am from Florida and it didn't sound right on me. Dear Dana said, are they not responsible for him for a decade? If they do get divorced, are they still footing his bills? I believe so, right?
Yep.
Yes. She's stuck with him. That's it.
Oh, damn. But here's the thing, and this is how it's similar to the Erica situation. She's stuck with him too, Kalani, because poverty. She can't move out on her own with her children. Yes, she could probably go back to her family, but they're literally living together now. So she's still literally stuck with him because of her financial situation. She's not working and she has those 2 children.
Yeah.
You know, I'm noticing a similarity between Asuelu and Ronald. I feel like both of them, from Asuelu looking at the cars and wanting a minivan as opposed to an economical car since you're going to be doing rideshare, and Ronald wanting to go Christmas shopping for decorations and spend $700 when he couldn't even come up with the money for the groceries. It's like these guys don't have any sort of financial responsibility. It's like these women are signing up to be with these, again, big man children.
Yeah, they're big man children, and they knew what they were marrying. It's not, women have to stop thinking they can change a man. You're marrying what you're marrying. And Tiffany, she saw everything, every writing on the wall and some more. And she still went through with everything. And now she's still trying to bring him. And it's like she tells him, oh, you're not doing enough. And when he tries to impress her, oh, you're doing too much. He doesn't know how to be a father because he doesn't know. He never was a father 24/7, more than a few months in a year.
Do you think it was fair that Tiffany had that conversation with Ronald's mom when they went to go look at the elephants? Or when he was sitting there telling Tiffany and he was pissed off, again, excuse me, but when he was pissed off and he's like telling Tiffany, I'm the man of the house. You talk to me. I'm there thinking in my head, I've had multiple conversations. Like if Jason and I, because we're human, if we have like a discussion and we're not agreeing, I've talked to Jason's mom. Jason's talked to my mom. Jason's called my dad before. And I think it's okay. But for Ronald, he did not.
I mean, every relationship is going to be different and everyone's going to have different rules. Me personally, I would hate it if my partner went to my mother and told because I'm very private. But that's the thing. Every relationship is going to be different. And I think you set those ground rules from the beginning. I mean, I can't agree with Ronald because I think Ronald has this machismo that I can't agree with. But talking about his personal relationship with his mother, he could set the ground rule. Like, I don't want our troubles, even though it's on television, to play out in front, with my mom. Because I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't want my partner talking to anyone in my family, or even my friends, about our issues, because that is just too much attention, and you can get over that issue and everyone's judging whatever you just told your family member or friend.
Yeah, well, you just said something really important. I just want to touch on really quick. Machismo. What is that?
Oh, just like being macho.
Okay. That's it. Sorry.
This is the thing. I'm always like, I've been given like a hard time to Tiffany, but in this instance, I feel like she wasn't going and telling on Ronald just to make him look bad. She was really alone abroad, and she needed someone to talk to.
But do you think it's a matter of missing her family more than it is the relationship?
I think it's all of the above, and I love the conversation that she had with his mom. Let's give the heads up to his mom. She wasn't biased, but still understanding the makeup of her son. And she told her, let me take the kids today and go out for a date. I feel like that was great. I understand why Ronald did that, and he was mad, but I don't agree with him, of course, because she wasn't trying to make him look bad. She was really opening up at that moment, I feel like.
No.
But Tiffany, you knew, and pick a lane. You want him to impress you when you know he doesn't make a living enough to impress you? Or maybe you teach him, say, hey, Ronald, I really appreciate what you're doing, but let's do this. Let's make a list when you go to the grocery store. And the priority, we have kids. Once they're done and whatever we have left, because she needs to train him. He's a kid. You guys just called him a man boy. So teach
Adam
him.
called him that. I didn't say
No,
that.
Kim Fire,
But
roll the tape.
he is, but he kind of is. And so teach him, give him a roadmap. and see if he complies with that or if he responds to that, as opposed to you are there like you're just waiting for him to make a mistake because you know he's going to.
No, but at the same time too, it's like I feel like if I were Tiffany, I would be like, I'm raising 2 kids most of the time on my own. I don't have time to raise 3. I feel like that's the same thing with Kalani. I wouldn't want to teach you. It's like, just read a parenting book, step up, do something, use common sense.
Why did they marry?
Don't give the baby a bag to stick over its head.
Why did they marry a kid?
That's true.
I think they're equally immature. If you've watched their relationship play out on social media, they've gone back and forth. I mean, there was a rumor allegedly that she never filed the actual K-1 visa for him. That's what he was alleging. And spoiler alert, I hear that they're breaking up.
Okay.
Empire, why would you drop that bomb here?
Well, that is hot. And don't you guys agree the adult in the relationship is Daniel, the kid?
Oh, I love
Yes. Oh my gosh. We were talking about that last night. That kid is just, if I ever had a kid, I would want him to be as like nice and just, that kid is so loving and understanding and nice. And when he runs around, he's like, Grandma, Dad. I'm like,
he just wants a family.
Sad. He just wants a family. But speaking of big man children, since Kimpire brought it up, I want to talk about another person here, and it wouldn't let me take the thumbnail, but I want to talk about Andre, because this whole thing, and again, excuse me, but I can't help myself today, is a shit show. This RV trip, the showing up at the parents' house, there's already an altercation. The aunt is trying to instigate it because she should have just kept her mouth shut, really. And this whole thing is coming to a head. Last night, Jason, Mom, and I were sitting on the couch watching the show, watching this scene where they make it to Libby's family's house. And I was the one who said, I think that Charlie is in the wrong. And they both thought Andre was in the wrong. But I want to know who you guys thought instigated that fight.
My favorite family member is the RV.
Okay.
They don't own that. He's not a family member.
Carrying so much hate inside. I feel bad for the RV. I really
Okay.
But to be honest with you, I feel like everybody is wrong at all times. It's like, I understand the standpoint of any son, regardless if he's an a-hole or not, like Charlie is. Oh, you are some dude coming. You're asking for a loan and you want to be a partner and you treat us like that. I understand the jealousy. There's a little bit of jealousy. There's a little bit of like, hey, you didn't work hard as much as we did to work with our dad. I understand that. I wish they would go around it in a different way. I wish the dad grew a spine. And the moment that information became public in the home, I feel like everybody's going to chime in. So
because it's a lot of money.
The aunt for giving her 50 cents. It was brought up in her own home, you know, and it's her brother. But the entitlement, when she said he started from scratch, but he got like a Trump loan from daddy, you know?
Okay, but one thing I have to say that I didn't like here was when Charlie kind of grouped Andre with anyone who's an immigrant and said, you know, you're an immigrant. You're supposed to come here and work hard and start from the bottom and make this happen. It's like, well, that I think all three of us on the couch like gasped, like, you can't say that.
That hurt. No, that hurt. Because I hate when we can't generalize every white person, every brown person, every immigrant. We can't. Some immigrants come here and they take advantage of the system, but there are a minority if you look at how many. And the same applies to everything. Usually the rotten apple is the one that takes the cake or the limelight. You mean like we stress on the bad more than we stress on the good? Doesn't matter if they're more good than bad. It's just one bad incident. Then people try to generalize things. And they are ignorant, like socially ignorant. We can admit that. So I'm not shocked that would come out of Charlie's mouth.
But I do have to ask, and Kimpire, I'm curious, actually, I want to hear from both of you, but Kimpire, do you think still that this is all like fake and a storyline? Or are you starting to believe that some of these riffs, like this feels like some deep-seated stuff?
This is the only week that I believe their conflict. And the only part of the conflict that I really believed was them fighting about there being no parking at the Airbnb and Andre being very pissed at Libby about it, because I was like, this whole family situation right now is very relatable and believable. I can see this actually happening. The whole fight between him and Charlie continuing, I think that's for TV. I do think they don't like each other. And I think they're both wrong in regards to how they're handling the situation. I'm a little bit more on Andre's side this week. Andre, sorry. But I still feel like the entire family, they love being on TV. They want to make money. It's becoming too played out.
The family Chantel.
Say it again.
I said they're trying to be the family Chantel,
and it's not working.
Not working.
Okay.
I agree. Everybody's on the wrong, but I feel like the only true thing is that dislike that they feel and contempt that they feel towards each other. So the feelings are true, but for them to keep bringing it up, did they really need to have that fight to go to another state? They could have had that fight in Florida, but they wanted to add the aspect of an RV. And I can totally believe, yeah, she missed the ball. How many times we plan a trip and we don't think of a certain aspect?
Right.
And yeah, we missed the ball. We dropped the ball there, right? So that can happen. I don't think that was made only for TV, but it could. I'm very skeptical of them. I feel like they really dislike each other. They truly dislike each other, and they're just trying to change scenery.
I thought it was funny when Libby's sister said, like if Andre is saying you can't plan the trips or book the places for now on, like hold him to it for the life of your marriage. Because Jason and I, when we moved from New York to Los Angeles, we packed up a U-Haul, attached it to my Ford Fusion, and drove across the United States. And he put me in charge of booking the hotel. So we booked a hotel. I think one of the hotels that I got to book was in Vegas. And we get into this place. There's actually a pile of dog mess on the ground in the room. I don't know how you missed that. And the bed was slanted like this, where you're like laying upside down. And I was like, and Jason's like, what the hell is this? We're not staying here. And I said, it had 4 stars.
What state?
It was cheap.
What state was this?
This was in Nevada.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it was rough. But after that, Jason revoked all of my hotel booking rights. So now when we go somewhere, I'm not allowed to book it, and I can't complain if he spends extra money.
Did you do that on purpose so that you don't have to do this?
No, I was actually just trying to save money. Moving from New York to Los Angeles is not cheap. I was trying to save my money. I just didn't know I was going to put us in a dump, literally. I didn't know that was going to happen, but that's what happened.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Just getting back to it, though, I love sharing these little stories with you guys, and it makes me look stupid. But getting back to this, another couple I want to talk about is this couple kind of, I don't understand the dynamic, and I feel like there's no love here in this relationship. I feel like they just don't get along. There's nothing that either one of them can do right.
Oh, God.
Mike and Natalie. I don't know. She's getting her smell feel back, I guess. He's showing up to take the truck away. It reminds me of when my stepdad Craig took my mom's truck away. But he's showing up to take the truck away. Then he drives off and he has like a little tizzy fit. Then he comes back to pick her up, but he's not going to bring it up in front of her right now because she just got out of surgery. And it's just like these two just really don't like each other. I don't even know why. Thank God she left. At this point, knowing what we know, it just makes sense that they're not together. I almost don't even want to talk about them anymore.
Yeah, me neither. It's like, but he's stuck with her for life.
Well, for 10 years.
At least 10 years, but that's a lot, man. So,
yeah, but really, you can only get what somebody has to give. So what is she going to get? Uncle Bo? The cat? The rat?
She can get a percentage, I think. They will calculate the alimony depending on his income. And the income will be everything, what he makes off of the show, what he makes off of whatever he does. So it goes back to, I know it's not $1 million, but he will get the same percentage as if he was making $1 million. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the percentage is the same. And for him, he's not, they're not well off. They're not wealthy, clearly. So it will take a toll on him unless he tries to go on the single life. I hope not.
No, but then he's cutting her that paycheck too. And no, we don't need to see him on the
Yeah,
single.
so we don't know. Some men, they stop working just to stop paying alimony and child support. And they say,
There's two things we don't need: is him on the single life and him wearing that silly headband ever again.
I need them to get off the show.
Yes.
I never, ever enjoyed them.
Those who vote Mike and Natalie off the show.
Yes. Oh, God.
All of them, every single last couple on this, except Angela.
But why do you want Angela? What is she doing for the show?
She's saving the season.
I know she's giving us something to talk about, but like, isn't it the same thing? I don't know. It feels like now their story is not true anymore. They got married, but she's like, she keeps yelling at Michael. That's the same thing. And then she keeps saying, I'm an American. Like, so if you, no, he should respect you regardless if you're an American or not, but you should respect him back.
I think she was saying that when he was like, let me talk. And she was, I think how she interpreted that was, I have free speech, the right to free speech. So I'm going to say whatever the hell I want to say. I'm an American. I think that's where she was coming from. It just comes off a little brash.
But
that was my favorite part of the entire episode. Okay. She makes me laugh. Look, could I be friends with her? Hell no. But I think she's fantastic for the show. Her specifically calling Michael so she could scream at him was the best in television that we've had on this damn franchise. But
and then her saying that her dad would whoop his.
Oh my God.
Angela's the best. Look, she might be many things, but she makes me laugh. And her breaking down the way that she did. Oh wait. So, I know we're talking about someone else, but Angela saying that the attorney was like, you guys should make it work because, he believes in the relationship. I'm paraphrasing.
No,
the lawyer was like, no,
money.
It's going to be more money for you. He didn't make it seem as if it was worth it for her because of love.
Yeah. No, she totally switched that whole narrative. Like, I think
of course she did.
But that's another Angela thing. I feel like even when he's talking, and maybe it's not a cultural thing, maybe it's just it comes in this ear and it really just like goes out the other ear in a different way because she's messing up what the lawyer is saying. She's messing up what Michael's saying. She hears like what she wants to hear.
I think she's messing up with the whole town.
I have to apologize to Natalie because I insinuated that she was getting a nose job and she really did not get a nose job. She did get polyps removed.
Wait,
I didn't even know that we had polyps in our nose.
It's a long time for the nose to deflate.
No, she didn't get a nose job because it would still be in a thing. She didn't get a nose job. And it would probably seen some bruising under her eye.
And her eyes would have been completely black.
Hey, so do you think the surgery was a fake storyline?
No, I think she really did have surgery.
No, she had blood coming out of her nose.
Well,
look,
dry weather causes that. Oh
no! I believe this the nose storyline. I just didn't. This week, look, I don't like either. I don't like either one of them. But this week, I have to say, I could see how annoyed he was getting. He's trying to take care of her, and she's like, "I'm hungry. I'm hungry." He's like, "Can I help you first? You told me to get a bag, and you're telling me, oh, I need potatoes. I need this and that." Look, oh my God! I just saw a comment. I can't.
Okay.
Amongst all I will give it to Kempire. They're all low grades, but yeah, Angela and Michael are a little bit above everybody else.
Do you agree with
this? Me, they're not giving me show. They're not.
Gela F said, I just hate how Angela used Michael. Do you feel like she used him for the TV show?
Oh yeah, 100,000%.
They're using each other.
Okay. Yeah, but he doesn't have to work. She pays his bills. She sends him money.
Exactly. They're using each other.
How much it costs? The cost of living where Michael is, for them, it's a lot. But for here, it's nothing.
Right, but that's my point. Is if she wasn't supporting him, he would probably be having to work his butt off in order to sustain a good lifestyle.
Well, I understand. This is what he's getting off the show, and he is an incurred business expense to Angela. And she writes him off her taxes. Maybe.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. I don't know. I would because it's a business. So why not? It's legal, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. Don't take your tax advice from me. I have someone doing mine.
Master of Blackjack Channel 3 said, I disagree. I could watch Natalie slurping that goulash with that nose contraption on all day.
Oh, God.
All right.
To each their own.
Let's, I guess, move on to the last couple. Happily ever after. Maybe this is the only couple that will be happily ever after. Maybe.
That's a nice photo.
That is a really nice photo.
They look great.
Yeah, they do look great. See, look, guys, we're sending out positive vibes. We're giving them compliments. You haven't done that for one other couple.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Cute. Wait a minute. We do have two little things to unpack here. One is the fact that Jovi is finally home, and he always looks much skinnier when he comes home because he's not drinking while he's gone. So it's true. I'm pointing it out. Like, he really always does look like he's like thinned out a lot because alcohol bloats you. And he was not having this new location. But I kind of agree with him in the sense that he was like, listen, shouldn't it be something that we both want? And she was like, no, you're gone. You don't have a say. I'm here doing this by myself, which she wasn't. She was doing it with like 4 other people while she was sitting on a chair and saying, I'm a princess. And she decided that they're going to go live in the boonies. They're going to go live across from the woods, which is fine. Some people might be into that, but he really likes his active lifestyle. And she's kind of going about this the wrong way. She's totally stripping him of that and being like, you're going to be happy right here. I don't think that's the way to get somebody to stop going out and drinking all the time.
He's still going to drink.
He's just going to drink at home.
Or still go out and take the journey to get there.
Which is even worse.
I totally, I am with, she's the one who needs to pick where they live because let's face it, he is out of the 12 months, he's here 3 months.
But shouldn't he have some sort of like, shouldn't he be able to add to like the list of like, something? She didn't take his opinion into consideration at all.
It's another storyline.
I think it's another storyline, but I think there's also method to the madness here. I think she really would want him to get away from that nightlife. And I think she that's her reason really to go to the burbs because I don't want to go out and be late out drinking, blah, blah, blah. She is not for that, especially for him. So she feels like the farther he is from all that situation, the better off they are as a family.
I wonder how far it actually is.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a good 45 minutes at least.
Yes, that's what I think. And he used to 45 seconds. He's downtown, you know?
Yeah, he's used to walking out of his apartment and he's like, hey, I'm here, New Orleans. I mean, that's what it looks like. And I also want to say I'm interested to see next week because when she's making her traditional Ukrainian dishes and they're all looking at it like, what the hell is this? I said, that's rude. And my mom was like, no, wait. Do you remember I had a friend from Serbia in Los Angeles and she wanted so bad. I'm one of the most finicky eaters. 2 stories really quick.
Me too.
She tried giving me a milkshake that had goat cheese curds in it. And she was like, you have to, it's good. It's healthy for you. You don't get it because Americans are so fat because you guys just eat fat foods. And I'm like, I was like, I'll try it. So then I tried it and I was like, and she's like, oh my gosh, you're so American. You complain about everything. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be. And then there was another time when we went to Thailand and they celebrated our first night in. We had dinner at a restaurant on the river and they slapped this big fish on our table and have the eyes in it. And then they're like, okay, you guys get to eat the first eye. Like you each get an eye to celebrate. And I was like, I can't eat that. And they said, you have to, or it's rude. And I've said this before, but I was like, I'm sorry, I'm American. You think I'm rude anyways. I can't eat the fish eye.
Listen, I don't want to eat the food that's looking at me.
That's C. And I don't want cow tongue either. There's 2 things that I don't want.
It's good.
The Lebanese cuisine has a lot of that. Like they it's a delicacy when I forgot what's the name, but it's the intestines of the cow. It's like they make it out of a sausage.
Like kielbasa.
It's, oh God, I am out of the house. That is not allowed, like within 5 miles radius from me. I can't.
I mean, technically down in Florida, we eat dinosaurs. People munch on gator all the time. We have gator tacos, gator fajitas. We have gators on our steak.
Yeah, the Atlanta housewives, they ate like the baby vegan ate dinosaur. What's that? Crocodile? What did she eat?
I have a feeling the baby vegan does not like me, but we'll save that for
Oh,
now.
she doesn't like me
Adam,
either.
you should have eaten the eyes. I think it's such an important thing. Look, I'm a finicky eater. Everyone that knows me knows that.
Campfire, bull. When I meet you, I'm slapping a fish in front of you, and I want you to eat the
Wait,
eye.
you didn't let me finish what I was going to say. I'm a finicky eater, very much like you, and I don't know if I would have eaten the eyes. However, one of the goals that I've said, when I travel, it's important to have experiences versus just going to see the touristy things. And part of experiences is the cultural food. I've tried certain things that I would never try just because it's a part of the culture. And you just never know what you might be open to. I'm just saying.
I rode in a tuk-tuk. I traveled 23 hours on a plane. I landed in Bangkok. I was a part of the culture. I don't have to eat the eye of the fish to know.
You don't have to, but I'm just saying food is very important part of culture.
Miriam,
if you go to the Middle East, they're gonna serve you the head of the lamb. That is the delicacy too.
Next time you guys come to Florida, I'm going to serve you the head of a gator.
I'm
That's
going
not part of the
to Florida
culture.
next week.
I'm from
going
New
to
York.
Florida
That's not
next
part of the
week.
culture.
Oh,
I am going to Florida next week.
are you? What part?
We're going to Orlando. But
Oh, you're not far.
yeah, okay.
You're only
I won't-
two.
I won't
Actually,
message
I'm
you.
going to Florida. I'm in Florida.
You're
sorry.
going to Florida,
I'm-
Adam? Wow.
I think I'm going to Orlando next weekend.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I'm there at the same time, we'll message each other. Because if I'm there
Yeah,
at the
we'll
same time,
try.
we can go out to
Come
dinner.
on. That would be great. I thought you were so far.
No, I'm
What
only
are the
2 hours away.
limitations there?
Look,
Come
Campfire.
on along, Campfire. Why not?
And I'm gonna have a photo of Miriam eating gator.
Oh God. Okay. I will only try.
Is gator
this
good,
if I
though?
see you.
Yes,
Adam.
it's actually. I hate to say, I don't want people to like rip me apart and be like, Adam, you're disgusting. But gator tail is probably one of my favorite foods ever.
I will try.
What does
If
it
I
taste
see
like?
you, I will try.
It tastes like a
Oh, God.
chewy chicken, and they put like an aioli sauce on it with some cotija cheese, and they put it in like a little like wrap, and then you're like, oh man,
Oh God.
I want more. It's a jicama wrap. That's what it is.
oh. I don't like really chewy or gamey food. So that part might.
I'm not feeding you a deer.
I know, but still, I'm chewy. I don't like chewy. It has to be. Is it good enough for me that I'm not gonna have to chomp on it multiple times before it's
No. You don't have to like.
Oh, okay.
It's not like feeding a baby bird and you have to chew it up first and give it to it. It's like you just you bite on it and you chew.
Oh God.
You're teaching me how to chew. Thanks.
Okay.
The most exquisite.
That's another video.
The most exquisite food that I ever had was chicken heart, but it can't be soft. It has to be hard.
You can eat the thing that makes the thing go, the heart that makes the vessel move, but you can't eat the eye.
No,
You're
it's
conflicted.
different. The eyes are looking at me. The
Okay.
eyes looking at me. But
The eyes are the window to the
lie.
soul. I agree.
That is something I can deal with, but I choose not to.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, this was fun talking about all of these great cuisines that I'm never going to try. But with
No,
that,
you will try. When you come here, I will cook for you Lebanese cuisine. You guys are all invited here.
all
when
right.
you come to New York, New Jersey is very close.
All 240 people in the room, you guys are all invited to go eat Lebanese food with us. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And guys, before we go, don't forget, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. We are going to be dropping a few more pre-records today. I think I did like 5 or 6. I was busy this morning. Yeah, it was going, things just kept popping up. But, and I was in Utah, so I felt like I had to catch up a little bit. But now that I'm
releasing
back,
videos then too.
huh?
You're releasing then too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, work doesn't stop. But thanks, Kempire. I appreciate that. You're just showing I have great work ethic. I appreciate you. But getting back to it really quick, tomorrow we're going to be talking about Real Housewives of New York. I know that Kempire talked about Ramona potentially being fired. Apparently she's on the chopping block. I'm definitely doing a recap. So if you guys are around, I would love to have you guys jump on. I know everybody
yes.
has lives and work too. So if you're not around, I totally understand. But we're going to be recapping
What
Roni.
time?
And then what time are you guys available?
No, you say what time you were thinking. I have my.
I don't know. Like Kempire, are you available only after 3 tomorrow?
No. I'll be available tomorrow anytime you're available.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do like a 12 o'clock.
Okay, that works.
All right, we'll do it 12 o'clock. Yeah, we'll talk Roni, and then I definitely cannot wait until Wednesday night because Thursday I will be talking about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because this is the episode coming up where Erica has the full-on breakdown. After hearing about the widows and orphans, I either want to see if she's genuine or if maybe she got some acting skills on the side. I don't know. We'll
She's
find
a
out.
sniper from the side.
Okay, that's not her. You guys freaking crack me up. Thank you so much, JK, for the super chat. We appreciate you. All right, before we go, we're going to get a monologue, and we're also going to listen and find out exactly how many K1 Visa Rep subscribers we have now at this point. Can we still count them on two hands? Let's find out.
Yeah, we can. People are subscribing to my channel. I will try to put clips of the three of us, seriously. But like my people are following me on Instagram, not paid by anyone, which is good. But first, I want to take the time to thank everybody who sent me well wishes for my cat. It has been really stressful. I know it sounds silly, but like these little things, they become everything, and we become so dependent on them. And just to think that she might have had like a tumor or so, thank God she's good, and I can breathe a sigh of relief today. So it's a good day today. And I want to thank everybody who asked about the cat. Her name is Mona Lisa. She's doing great.
Mona Lisa.
I like that name.
Yeah.
I like that too.
When I adopted them from a shelter, and they are not siblings. But Mona Lisa was the last one from her litter, and her litter was, I think, from Aristocats. No, it was, and no, Monet was from Aristocat. No, Mona Lisa was from Aristocat. It was Marie.
One of them.
It was Marie. But then I like theme stuff, so I'm like, okay, Monet and Mona Lisa, a painter and a painting. So this is how I came up with their names.
I have a friend who does drag who adopted two cats. One was black, one was white, and he named them Kendall and Kylie. So I guess we all just have our things. So I don't know.
My next cats will have housewife names.
And by the way, real quick, my mom, when she was in town watching my dogs, I left and I have this little golden retriever Maltese mix. She's about 25 pounds. I came back. My mom was feeding her Costco chicken the whole time I was gone. I come back to this little hefty, like 30-pound looking dog and this little butterball. And I said to Jason, I said, after work today, we have to take them to the beach and let them run because that's the only time she runs. She goes to the park. She sits there and looks at you. She goes to the beach and she's like gone. And we have to go find her.
Chicken is good.
Yeah, but you can't give it to them every day, twice a day.
I love when that happens.
All right. And Kempire, give us the monologue.
I'm not giving you a monologue. Everyone can follow me on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, and no. And I'm just gonna do a slight brag. Nicki Minaj follows me on TikTok.
Okay. What do you think? This is your flex zone? I actually saw that. I thought that was really cool. Now, if you get Rihanna to follow you next, we're gonna have a party. Especially because she dropped Erica and she'd be following you. It would all come full circle.
That is amazing. But Kempire, we love the way you plug your channel. Rhymes. I love a rhyme. I really do. Please don't deprive us from that.
And it just goes so seamlessly, you know? It's like he said it like 1,000 times.
You
So
can
it just
like,
rolls off the
comment,
tongue.
or subscribe.
Yeah. All right. Kempire, was that all of it?
That was all of it.
Interrupt it with the flex?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to put the flex out there. People can follow me on Kempire Daily where they get daily and consistent content.
All right, guys, definitely go follow Kempire. I can't talk right now, and follow Miriam at not_paid_by_anyone on Instagram. We will see you guys soon. Continue to send all the positive vibes and love to Mona Lisa, the kitty, and until tomorrow at 12 p.m. EST, which is 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will see you guys for Roni. Bye, guys.
Bye.
And also, guys, I won't have technical difficulties because I'll never Apple AirPlay my screen again. Bye, guys.